Alrighty, here we have a eGo system. Um, on a personal note, this is one of my favorites. And if you're brand new to electronic cigarettes and you're going through my website and you kind of stumbled into some of these other models here, of course, the 510, which is throughout the budget series, the standard, the preferred, and throughout the ultimate. Great model, and I do understand as a ex-smoker and going into electronic cigarettes that there is a big importance of having something that works, looks exactly like a regular cigarette as far as size wise. If you can get your head around going into something that's a little bit larger as far as what you see before you, it's a really great unit, folks. This particular one that you're looking at, this has 650 batteries that are actually on there. Let's just show you very quickly what's included within this kit. Here you have a nice little soft case that is included within the Joyetech eGo kit. We'll get that out of the way there. Here you have the user manual, instruction manual. We'll get that out of the way. Of course, you have your charge point there. What happens on this here is it's very easy. The battery screws on there. I'm going to pull a separate battery very quickly there and just show you how it works. What you do is you screw the battery all the way on until it stops. If this were plugged in right now, what would happen is there's a little LED light and it will go red. It will actually go to the red while it's charging, and then it goes to a green once it's charged. It is safe to keep this on the charger after it's charged. Also, this is lithium ion technology, which means you can charge it for 10 minutes. You can charge it, all the way on up into its charge point. There's no worries there at all, folks. It's not the old NiCad systems that we all kind of learned if you're a little bit more old school like myself. All right, so that's how that works. And then, of course, the USB point, you can put this into a computer, a USB in your car, whatever it might be there, or you can use what's included, which is the wall charger. One side of this actually is a USB, and we'll notice that there's another LED light here that's kind of useful, and it shows how well built these systems are by Joyetech, where once you plug it into the wall, it shows you that there is power going to it and it is active. And this just plugs on in there, and then you're good to go. So that handles the charger itself. Last thing that's actually included in the physical kit is 5 of the empty cartridges that actually go onto the system. So I'm going to remove those right now so you do know that that is actually included within this. Now we are left with the two units that you're looking at here. The cartridge, of course, would insert into there. I'll show you how that works. It inserts, and there you go. Size wise, not really too bad as far as compared to a 510. So this is a 510, and I'm going to put these side by side. Look at that, right? So your size wise, as far as length goes, is pretty much there. It does get a little bit thicker. What happened was Joyetech made their name with the 510, and people, after using them for months, like myself, you had so many batteries sitting around. You needed a PCC, you needed all these other different things to make sure you had a charged battery. The only real solution was a bigger battery. So it's not rocket science. I mean, you want to have a longer energy storage time, it's going to be bigger. So I'm taking off the battery cover, atomizer cover as it's actually called, and we'll pull that off. And now you're going to see that very similar as far as your atomizers go. So here's your two atomizers, and you'll see how similar they are. Where the change is actually in the battery itself. So let's get that 510 out of there, and here you have the 650. So this is a open atomizer system. If you have 510 atomizers, you have 510 cartridges, they work right on the eGo. They're both the exact same thing, so that's really nice. The last thing that I really want to bring home with this particular system, you have the 650 battery. Let's just move all this out of the way. You have the 650 battery. Then you have the 900 battery, then you have the 1000. You can see that they all progressively get larger. I've been using this system for quite a few years now. Of course, once the 900 came out, I had to have the 900. Once the 1000 came out, I had to have the 1000. After a long time, I'm here to tell you that whether you have a 1000 or you have a 650, throughout the course of a day, you're going to have to charge one or the other if you're a heavier user like I am. So what I mean by that is With the 1000, I got up, I went throughout most of my day. About 6 p.m., I had to pull this one off and put a new one on there and go throughout the day. So that was like 6 p.m. This one here, I had to do it at about 3 p.m. Either way, I had to switch the batteries as it went. Why do I find it important? Well, when you look at the 650, and the size of it fits very, very nicely in your hand. You can put it into your mouth and you can let it dangle, and there's no difficulties there. So I personally recommend the 650 highly. If you want to go with the 900 or 1000, there's several reasons for it. I do understand whether you drive, cross country, or whatever the different reasons are, but the 650 is a great model. You can go with the 900 or 1000, but that is the eGo system.